Yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for the Geekenders podcast. MegaRan, Jesse and Dodger, what up? Let's go. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow and see what the Geekenders are all about. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt. Yo, another end of another long week. Got a job and a kid, I know that you all beat. So take a second, grab a drink and vibe while we catch you up in just a matter of time. On gaming, comics, whatever you're doing. If you're nerdy like us, then you know you should tune in. Thank you for sharing our world with us. Now follow, subscribe, and turn this up. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, scream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt.
Welcome to Geekenders.
Hello.
It is us, the Duger and the Jessup, back at it again.
Yep. We were discussing while the intro was playing that we love y'all so much and nothing else.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That was all we said.
Certainly not talking about how we realized we do this show just for ourselves. And then made a rap about it. Then made a rap. It was good. I did a full-on rap, y'all, to no one but Dodger.
It was a really good rap. And I was like, that was only for me.
Yeah.
I felt very honored.
Yeah, I was like, you're the only person I wanted to impress with that. Everyone else would have made it, they would have been like, Jesse, you're such a good rapper. You know, it's not even the point. Not even the point, my amazing raps.
It was really good though. I was waiting for it to fall to pieces, and you just had the rhymes laid up and ready to go. It was crazy.
Yeah, sometimes my brain works and I can do a rap, and sometimes I forget basic words. So,
yeah.
You know,
I stored the things that were important to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kept the ones that I cared about, the things that mattered. I now get I get 80, 90-year-olds who remember very specific things and completely forget other things because, after a while, you're like, there's some things I enjoy more than others. Making little raps to myself. Love that. Facts and figures, those aren't even important anymore. So, yeah, it's all good.
Don't care about those. You'd be so delighted, by the way. My kid lately has just been out of nowhere, just saying random historical facts to me.
Okay.
Very cute. I would love to follow up with one, but I immediately forget them. More to the point facts? You were just, again, don't remember. She told me something about Joan of Arc today. I'm trying to remember what the other one was. There were two different ones today that just came out of nowhere. And I was like, nice fact, dude.
How do you want to approach that? Do you want to build on the fact that she says, or do you want to hit her with a different fact? You know what I mean? So do you want to talk about, so again, Joan of Arc, right?
Sure.
Hits with Joan of Arc, like, Mom, Joan of Arc did this. And then you can say back, yeah, well, did you know that the church was really terrified of Joan of Arc, and these are the reasons why? Or would you prefer, you know who else was a lady who, caused some drama? Lady Godiva. And then you could go into that.
I think both of those are good.
Yeah, so I'm asking, what's the vibe? How are you gonna?
I feel like the first one would have been good because the more we're talking about this, I believe that she was bringing up like, Mommy, did you know that the reason that Joan of Arc got in trouble is because they thought that she was talking to the devil? I was like,
yeah. And then you can say, did you know that the reason they thought that is because she was a woman in a patriarchal church and they were terrified of the message she was spreading, that God was talking directly to her. So they said it was the devil. That's good stuff.
Good stuff. It's good stuff.
That's how you get that kid thinking, and then she becomes super smart and saves the world somehow.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
We were discussing what the plan is for Halloween, because she wants to get a jump on it this year. And I was like, you've been really into history lately. Maybe you could be a historical figure. And she was like, no.
Oh, yeah. No, that sucks. No, that's historical figures. Yeah. Still a kid. Still wants to be cool. No, I get it. I get it.
Very like, what on earth? Absolutely not. So figured I'd dip my toe in the water there to see if she was that kind of a child when she is not.
Are girls more, when it comes to Halloween, thematically focused rather than, I think boys are very brand focused. So like boys are, I'm Mario, I'm Minecraft man, I'm Batman. Well, girls are more like, I'm a fairy.
I think
I'm a princess.
I
you
see
know what I
what
mean?
you're asking. I think it definitely depends on the kid. Like my kid's best friend went as Minecraft Steve for Halloween, a fellow lady girl. And my kid every Halloween creates an OC. And we have to make a costume for her original character that she's created. So
I bless her. That's first off, incredibly sweet. Second off, I dread the day where she brings an OC to a party and some kid's like, who's that supposed to be?
It already happened
know?
last year. It wasn't a party, but like she went trick-or-treating with her friends for the first time. And at a different point throughout the night, each one of her friends was like, so, what are you? And my kid had to be like, I'm this character that I created who is half alpha wolf, half winter wolf. I was like,
right.
You know, you have to be prepared to explain yourself, unfortunately.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope it becomes not her giving up and doing what everyone else does. And it's like, I'm, a fairy princess, but instead she takes it to the nth degree where it's definitely she's the one of the 25-year-olds who dresses as a meme that only 6 people understand, but she's proud of that when the 6 people get it. And she's like, yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I'm niche. I was telling her that some people just go as like items. I was like, yeah, there's a person last year who made a video where they like created a costume where they were just a croc. And she was like, what? So I feel like I blew her mind with that. Like the options are endless, really. I think that's what kids need to know is like, yeah, of course you can be that weird thing.
Yeah, you don't have to be just, dinosaur. Dinosaur? You don't have to be dinosaur. You don't have to be dinosaur.
No. You could be, dinosaur queen Mauve.
Whoa.
And
yeah.
create dinosaur queen Mauve, the OC,
Now that you said that, I really want to meet the kid who only dresses up as Shakespeare characters for Halloween. Like, I'm Bottom. What? I'm Bottom from Midsummer Night's Dream. It's like, oh.
Obviously.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure.
And then that poor kid goes home and is like, none of my friends are cultured. They don't appreciate.
They don't know that. Yeah, they didn't recognize my donkey mask from the play within a play. It's like they don't even care.
Yeah.
I would love that.
I do feel for that kid, that hypothetical.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You need to, first off, you need to get Clark into Shakespeare. Second off, Clark, Lady Macbeth cosplay, go. Let's go. For Halloween, she's walking around, hands bloody, and she's looking at random strangers like, out damn spot. Like, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, of course.
That'd be amazing. I would love that. Shout out to Macbeth. That's the hardest hardcore play that ever was. It's great.
Yeah. This is making me think, like, if it was even remotely appropriate, it would be very funny for Sam and I to be Rosencrantz and Guildenstern and for Clark to be a little Hamlet and walk around with a skull.
Oh my God. Yes. That'd be incredible. Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Not good for a 7-year-old, but like, who knows?
Yeah, good for if you're stuck with 3 people going to a Halloween party, that's the fit. You must go. If there's a third wheel, that third wheel is Hamlet, and you, the couple, Rosencrantz Guildenstern. That's like, it's highbrow.
Free. That's
it's
free,
fun.
guys. Any of you can take that.
Yeah, the people that recognize it, they'll recognize Hamlet, and then they'll ask, "Who are you?" And you can educate them on like, "Oh, the 2 best characters from Hamlet." Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Love that. Also, 2 great characters from fantastic game Vagrant Story. That's right. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are in Vagrant Story. One of the greatest games ever made that definitely needs a remake. Anyway, yeah. Video games.
Video games.
We
love them.
Yeah.
You and I have both played a game as part of a brand deal.
Yes. Yes.
I am super into it, and I'm so curious to know how you are feeling.
Are you talking about No Man's Sky?
We're both part of an ongoing. Everybody should know we're still doing it. An ongoing 3-part brand deal. Yeah. To play a game called No Man's Sky, a little game that you might have heard of. Jesse is playing with Sam. I am playing with Benji. So we are 2 teams. Benji and I did our second one today. I think because of how poorly it did when it came out, I just had no desire to ever play it because I'm not super into space games anyway. So I was like, I probably won't ever pick this up. And I'm very glad I had a reason to play it because it has so much in it now. It's so clean. Like, it's really fun.
Yeah, it's very obvious that almost 10 years has passed. Yeah. And honestly, it has the exact same vibe as going back and playing, when Cyberpunk first came out, everyone was shitting on Cyberpunk. And now it's like maybe one of the best games ever made. It's like fantastic. Same thing here. No Man's Sky, I'm thrilled that the devs stuck with it. And where the game was to where it is now is phenomenal. Like, having played at launch, I was like, it's all right. It's like one of those mile wide, inch deep things.
I just don't know how people couldn't have been disappointed with how much it was oversold.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same reason why a lot of space games are a problem, because you want to go to space, but you only have so much time, money, and graphical power to make space cool. And so you can't do everything real space can do, which, by the way, what are we doing, humanity? We could have been Cowboy Bebopping our way through the solar system by now. You let me down. I don't need to go to another solar system. We have one that I'm fine. We could go and we fly around. Like, it could have.
Yeah, I'm fine with staying home. We don't there's plenty to do here.
We could have been on like a little tiny moon somewhere, whatever. Anyway, what I'm saying is you let me down. But this game hasn't. Again, totally sponsored, but very impressed. I didn't realize that. So I've seen the trailers and things they've updated, and I didn't realize that they went full, there is a mystery in this story, which once that happens, I'm in and I'm like, where are we going? What is that over there? What does that mean? And then when I'm finding, relics that give me single words to an alien language.
Bro, I was literally so we were at a space station right as we were ending. And I was like, Benji, you have to talk to everybody at this space station. He was like, okay. I was like, no, you don't understand. Every single person at this space station can teach you a word. And if you talk to them again to practice the language, if you choose the word that is associated with their specific interest, they will give you stuff. And he was like, oh. But so long just talking to people and realizing that like the more words you learn, like it's actively translating it. It's so cool, dude. It's so cool.
I would love to say knowledge is cool, but I realize No Man's Sky, just like the real world, being smart isn't necessarily the coolest. Here's a great example. So your husband and I are playing.
Yeah.
And one of the missions was, hey, you need a bunch of money so you can fix this warp drive. Cool. So Sam is like, all right, we got to find these pearls. The pearls give us 10,000 each. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to split up, search. We heard, because you guys played before us, we heard word that you and Benji had a toxic planet and or like a crap planet and a paradise planet.
I can expand on that when you're done with your story, but yeah.
So we heard, oh, okay, well, Sam, you're going to join my game. We'll start on the same planet and we'll make our way off so we have less a chance of getting a crap planet. The first planet we had was a toxic hellscape where we were constantly going to die. But we managed to get off. And then the next planet, the first planet we found, Paradise Planet. Beautiful. Lovely planet. Just amazing. So we settled down. We're like, we're naming this. We're settling it. This is our home now. Great. Sam clearly understood that he was in charge because he just planted all of his stuff down first. So it became his world. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Okay, sure. So I think because it was his world, he like knew it. You know what I mean? Like he knew the world.
Okay.
He had advantages that I didn't have. So we're doing this sort of hunt for these pearls to get money. Every 5 seconds. Yo, found another one. Me? Nothing. But I did find lots of knowledge. So many. So I'm walking around.
All the like
oh, what's
teaches you
that?
a new word, all of the like buried stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Expect sometime next week, internet, a YouTube short or a TikTok of this exact moment where Sam says, oh, hey, I just found 10 pearls. That's worth 100,000 credits. And I was like, cool. I just found another knowledge stone. And when I clicked it, I learned the word pathetic.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. So that's what happened to me. The entire time Sam's like, so how many pearls? We're done. And he's like, how many pearls did you find? And I'm like, well, more than zero. And he's like, yeah, well, how much money are you going to get? I was like, nothing. He's like, oh, and in my inventory, I have exactly one pearl.
One.
And I'm just like, this man was like, oh, I have 500,000 credits now. I'm like, I got 43. So yeah, it was good times. Good times. Did you change your character?
Yes, of course.
The minute I realized you could change from a human, holy crap.
Are you a Gex?
Are those the little tiny baby boys?
Yeah.
So yeah, Sam and I both were going to change our characters. And we were like, all right, well, who are you going to be? And so I made the goofiest looking Gex I could think of. And when I came out of character creator, Sam had also made the exact same thing. It was awesome. I was like, yeah.
Amazing. Benji and I think both basically built how we view ourselves as people. Because I made a multicolored four-eyed Gex, little reptile thing. And Benji made a completely monochrome tall robot man with like a sphere head.
I was going to say, did he have the circle head? Hilarious.
And we were like, you know what? This is good. This would be a good pair for a sci-fi show.
We realized that our characters could dance. So watching those little guys dance, also watching them run is one of the funniest. It's too lit. We pick the smallest, fattest bodies you could be. And we're just like, come on, let's go. And we like go off on oh, I love it. I was having a blast. And the fact that the game is like, there's a mysterious signal broadcasting you 16. And I'm like, come on, we gotta go. We like, we gotta go on it. I'm a little turtle. I look like the either Toka and or Razor from Secret of the Ooze, the second Ninja Turtle movies. I look like one of those guys, and I'm green, but I have like a yellow, orange kind of armor on. I'm like, come on, let's get out of here. I love it. Big fan.
It's just so fun. Yeah, So as a person who has played a survival game or two with Sam, that is a canon experience to play one of those games with Sam and to have him be like, I'll be back in a minute, and come back and be like, so I killed the strongest thing that's here, and I also picked up all of these rare materials, and I'm level 100 now. And I'm like, that's neat. I made a floor. I'm still working on the walls, but the floor is there.
It's small victories for me. So Sam started building a house, right? And I was like, oh, cool. I'll build a house too. So I made my house exactly 2 blocks bigger. And he's like, why'd you make your house bigger than mine? I was like, it's not about the size of the house, Sam. Like, your house is fine. It's a fine house. It's an okay house. It still works. My house is just bigger. You know, little victories. You gotta take them where you can get them.
Yeah. The vibe with Benji and I was very like, oh, you don't have some of that? I actually picked up some of that a few minutes ago. Do you want some? Yeah, let's just make sure that, you know, like we're sharing. And Benji like logged on like 30 minutes ahead of time just so he could collect some materials and was like, yeah, just so I could make sure that, you know, we're keeping pace with each other and like we're not having to spend too much time like looking around for things that we don't want to. We were just walking around like scanning animals and then naming them stupid shit. And we were like, this is so fun. We're just like scanning all the flora and fauna. So it sounds like you guys were the same.
I think Sam, when he saw that there were quest objectives, was like quest focused.
He's zoned
and I saw their quest objectives, and like a great example is early on he got a bunch of copper. I didn't see copper until the very end of our stream, and I was like, oh, copper! Like he just honed in on the specific things he needed to find, where I would turn and look and scan, and I'd immediately see something of interest and be like, what's that?
I should go get that. Yeah. That's how I play too.
So it absolutely got me.
It says I should get copper eventually, but like
a very fun example is we're on our starting world.
Yeah.
And I found some like secret ooze or whatever, and I put it in the fabricator machine, and then it made like living slime. And then I put the living slime back in it. I kept like sliming and eventually became like living mold. And I'm like, what the hell is this for? Sam is like, awesome. I'm glad you're doing that. Why are you doing it on this toxic hellscape world? We should leave and find a different planet to do that on. And I was like, good point. Solid point, actually.
Because it's fun.
Yeah.
Because it's fun. So I have a rough time with games that have you fly in space, which this game is one of them. The reason that I stopped playing Outer Wilds right after the intro is because I felt myself panicking when I had to fly the ship. And
what do you mean? What do you mean panicking?
It's not like a like motion sickness thing or anything. I don't know what it is. I feel like weirdly overwhelmed the second I have to control a ship like in space.
Oh, where you're doing like X, Y, and Z access and yaw, and you have to like control right and left and tilt.
I think it's the first person thing. So I was told how to get out to third person in No Man's Sky, and that helped a lot. But like when I'm in first person, like in the cockpit, and I need to be flying, and I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go, how to make myself go faster, like how, you know, all of that. For some reason, it overwhelms me so bad. That when I was playing Outer Wilds, I started panicking to the point that I was like, I'm gonna turn this game off, I think.
That's
I don't know why.
All the things I didn't know about your space.
It's the only situation where I've ever experienced that, I think, in a game.
Is it a control thing or a space thing?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I have no idea.
Like, would you freak out if you went to space, like real space?
You know what? I don't think I'll ever find that out, but
never stop dreaming. Never stop dreaming. That's when you die.
But chat was saying that you sometimes react the same way in underwater games. So I don't know if it's similar. And I just didn't realize I had an issue with it until I started playing space games.
I think the reason why I have an issue with space, with underwater stuff is it's one, sensory. So when you go underwater, all your senses are dulled. And in video games, they do a lot too, where they, you know, like suddenly it's, you can hear things less and that kind of stuff. And then any noise makes me think that like there's something behind me. Like in real life, I'm never concerned about things behind me. But for some reason, you stick me in the water and I'm like, something's behind me. I don't like, something's behind me. I don't know why I feel that way. And so I'm constantly worried about like, oh man, I can't see behind me. I gotta. So yeah, I don't. It's less about the like water. It's weird. Yeah, water fan of. Water in situations, not a fan of. So that's what I'm curious about space, because conceptually space seems very I'm not
like
big
worried there's anything
and overwhelming. Yeah, I don't think that's what you think. So I'm wondering if maybe it's because of, like, a great example is with No Man's Sky, controlling the space stuff is so much easier with controller. Like,
is it
so much easier? Yeah. Definitely I broke out the old controller just for the space stuff, because I think it's just tuned for that, because the minute you start to mouse, WASD is forward, not move, like it's this way, not this. And so your mouse is doing all this, and that's just not a way I like to play things. It never has been. Even in car games, where you press W to move forward with the car to drive, but you're using the mouse to control the car. I've never liked that. Let me use, A and D or something. Yeah, never been a fan. So
maybe it is like a disorientation thing, because it's so easy to somehow be upside down in space games.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
and then it's like,
that's real flying
like,
too.
Where am I going?
Yeah.
I mean, real flying on Earth, you would know if you're upside down, though.
Unless it's night,
gravity,
in which case you wouldn't know.
No, gravity, dude. You would know. Gravity. Don't forget about gravity.
Would you? Would you, though?
I don't know. Now I'm worried. Would I not? I'm not. No, not in space. He's saying on Earth. If you're flying on Earth, there would be gravity. Right? You were talking about Earth, right? Because I said in space, and you followed up with,
I'm just asking questions.
Flying in general,
I'm just
which
asking
means
questions.
we were talking about Earth.
I'm just asking questions.
Okay.
I'm not saying anything that is real. I'm just asking questions. Can I ask questions? Why can't I ask questions? Is gravity real?
That's a great question. Yes. Next.
Are you a scientist in gravity? Do you know? Do you talk to gravity?
No. Do you talk to gravity?
You touch gravity?
Yeah.
What's
I think like? All the time.
Or maybe gravity's touching you.
That's true, because I don't have intent to touch gravity, but gravity has intent to touch everything.
Yeah. Right.
So gravity touches us, not really the other way around.
I just realized Gravity Touches Us is a great name for like a book, like a teen romance book. And I don't know how it ends, but I know one of the characters dies. And it's like really sad. And it gets made into a movie.
Yeah, I think one of them dies like near the beginning.
Oh, yes. And it's the gravity of their death affects them so much. It's not about gravity, but a character in the novel has a speech about gravity. And it like is talking about gravity, but really it's about the character who died at the beginning because they touched everyone. Are we writers now?
Yeah, we should make a game.
We should do something. Yeah.
My hair's driving me crazy right now because I had to. I got to do a Jessie. I took my second shower of the day right before this.
Yo, congrats!
Thank you. Because
love that for you.
I went on the dog walk with my child and the dog, of course, and we found a mud puddle and it went south really fast.
Well, that was a necessary shower. That wasn't like I did it because it was fun. Like my showers are mostly for fun purposes.
For fun?
Oh, that's 99% of my showers. I love a good shower. I get in there, I'm a scrub-a-dub-dubbing, I'm whistling to myself. Singing in the shower, you never sound better. It's great.
I agree with that. That's so true. The amount of effort necessary to feel like you are Mariah Carey is
minimal.
Non-existent. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, around Christmas time, I am known to be in the shower and break out a little Mariah.
Of course.
I'm like, I don't want to love for Christmas. I'll be in there just like doing it. Yeah.
Doing the dang thing.
Mm-hmm. Big fan.
Absolutely. It's not going to be too long here before they start thawing her out, man.
You almost killed me. I keep forgetting they thaw her out every year.
They do, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
if, depending on where you're at, they'll thaw her out earlier and earlier, it feels like.
Well, I'm fine with that. Love you, Mariah.
We haven't even had Halloween. Let us have Halloween.
We have Halloween, which is great. But I can't really celebrate this year. Well, actually, probably I can, but it'll be in Chicago because we're doing a Cox and Crendor.
Halloween. You can't celebrate Halloween.
Yeah, we're doing Cox and Crendor and Chilluminati live in Chicago. Hell, if you were in the States, it would be a triple show. I'm just letting you know. I'd be like, and Dodger's there too. We're doing a Geekenders. Yeah.
Wait, when are you doing that?
November 1st. Already sold out.
Okay,
good
never mind.
Stuff. Yeah. But you could stop by if you want. I don't know. But yeah. I was
gonna say Halloween is literally when my kid is off of school. That's the half-term break. So.
Ooh. Yeah, it'll be good vibes. We just hang out and we'll have a good time and bum around Chicago for a little bit. Last time we went to the winter market, and that was fun. I don't think it'll be happening November 1st, but it was good vibes. We went down there and it was freezing cold, and we ate pierogi and drank mulled wine, and yeah, it was good stuff. And I have a photo I don't remember taking.
Okay.
But you know how when people take shaky cam video or weird blurry photos of Bigfoot in the woods? I have a photo of that, of Alex Fossiani, but just in a hallway. Yes, it's blurry. It's him kind of looking back at the camera. I don't remember taking it. I don't know what it's from. I couldn't tell you. It's my favorite Bigfoot sighting I've ever seen in my entire life.
I love that.
Yeah. Chicago. It's a hell of a town.
This is reminding me that at the lovely wedding that we went to, Jesse was talking about photobombing their wedding photos by going just far back enough that he could do this from behind a tree.
Yep.
If you had the energy to commit to that, it would have been incredible.
If I had a brown suit, I would have done it. It's all about being a little, hairy, I guess is the word I'm looking for.
Sure.
Like, you want to look like you're the part. Otherwise, they just look like a guy posing behind.
I'm so sorry. I just looked over and saw the lovely friend of the show, JP, is for some reason marked in my chat as a suspicious user.
That's not for some reason.
Buddy, what did you do?
Reasons. For real, true reasons.
What did you do, homie?
Be suspicious. Super suspicious. For some reason. There's many reasons. For several reasons.
Got banned by too many people, man.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm on that double shower train lately a lot, too, because I've been every night. This is my problem last night. I really screwed up. Every night I've been working out, trying to really, commit to it. And so what I'll do is I'll take a shower before bed. But then because I've spent literally all my life taking a shower in the morning, I can't not have a morning shower. It's what wakes me up. Right. So then I'm having 2 showers within 10 hours of each other. It's great. Okay. Love it. Big fan. Yeah. I go to sleep clean. I wake up and I'm like, oh, I slept. Time to get clean. And then I'm in the shower. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's good stuff. So yeah, I've been trying, especially after my cold, I've been trying to do more cardio things. So my lungs are like, I'm healthy again.
Yeah.
So last night I just, so I had to catch up. If people don't know, my new channel, Too Old for This, ding. Crendor has another channel called Almost Too Old for This, where he just reacts to my reaction videos.
That sounds right. Yeah.
And so the last one I did was on Dubai Chocolate, which, by the way, if you don't know, is a thing that exists.
I don't know anything about it. I'm too old for that, apparently.
You really are. I think I am too. It's just a fad. It's another fad of, it's chocolate, but it has like pistachio cream in it. I
do love pistachio.
It's like, all right, it's fine. But it's expensive is the idea. It's just like $13 for a chocolate bar kind of stuff. Which is trash. Don't do that. Don't spend that money.
Sorry, finish your story.
Anyway, so I decided to watch that while I got on the elliptical, and I watched, that was 24 minutes long, and then another video of his popped up that was like, Crendor reacts to the new Warcraft zones, and I was like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I've got 10 minutes left of this elliptical thing, I'll watch this. I didn't realize how long the video was, so I went for like a long time on that thing. If I were to show you a photo of how I looked afterwards, there was like a ring of sweat. My face, I was so
red
gross
face.
looking. Yeah. Oh, red, just a complete mess. So I already have a thing where just being fat, I have a cool down. I can't work out, then jump in the shower, because when I get out, I'll still be sweating.
Right.
And that defeats the point. So I have to like, all right. So I was just kind of like drinking water, walking around my apartment. And I thought, all right, well, I need to like take my mind off the fact that I'm just gross and sweaty. So I sat down on my computer and I loaded up the newest season of Darktide. And I was going to play one of the characters I have. And these monsters, by the way, these true monsters, the new season of Darktide, there's a mission type where I think it's just like explosive. I don't know what it's called, but it's straight up just every map is filled with more explosive barrels, and every map, at least in this type, is filled with more explosive guys. So the dudes in all the kind of like team PvE games where they run at you and they're like, oh, and they explode. They're in every game. There's always that type. Just imagine maps filled with them. And then those maps also filled with explosive barrels. So essentially, if you don't have a tank in your group, it is true hell. Where you'll just hear like, and they keep coming at you, waves of them. It's madness. And so I started playing that, and one game I thought, well, this will take max 20 minutes to do. No. We kept losing half our team every time we engaged the enemy. So we'd have to then go find them, resurrect them. Like, it took 45 minutes. So now I'm 45 minutes. I look at the time. It is now 11:59 p.m. I'm like, oh my God, what just happened? So jump in the shower, get out. It's now 12:10. And I'm like, okay, Jesse, you have to go to bed because you have to be up at latest 7 a.m. to go on this show.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I need to sleep. So I get into bed. Now I'm like hyped because I decided to work out a little too late. So now I'm laying there and I can't get to sleep.
The brain stuff is still going.
Yeah. So I was like, I'll put on rain sounds. I put on rain sounds, which, by the way, there's a video. I'm just going to shout it out because it is, most times it's like rain sounds and it's like, oh yeah, I know it sounds like rain. All right. There's one video that exists called Cars Driving in the Rain 2 hours on YouTube.
Ooh,
and it's literally a camera angled at a highway while it's raining, and it's the noise of that like Doppler effect of cars going by on a highway. Yo, that's the winner. That's the winner.
Great.
Yeah. And so I put that on and I put it just far enough away from my bed where it sounds like it's coming from the window because it never rains in LA. So now I have highway sound plus rain hitting the window. Oh, I was like, this will do it. This will put me to sleep.
This
totally did. It was great. However, I woke up at 6:30 And I thought to myself, well, I could go back to sleep or just screw it, 30 minutes, it's like whatever. So I felt fine. So I jumped into shower number 2, got out, made breakfast. The minute I started walking to my car, I was like,
jelly legs.
What if I just slept? So I'm a total mess, is what I'm saying. And yeah, I'm happy I decided to get a workout in last night, but I'm also mad that I spent most of the day like, well, I've been working out so much, like I don't need to do it today. And I waited until like 9:30 p.m. and was like, no, Jesse, no, just do it. And so I did it, and now I feel like a complete idiot, is what I'm saying, because I should have done it earlier, and lessons were learned. What a goofball I am.
I mean, Taylor's old as time, right? Putting off something and then being like, I really fucked myself over putting it off for so long.
Yes. Yeah. So I really screwed up, but it's fine. And so,
well, I'm proud of you. You still did it. You still did it. And you're here.
Yeah, I made it. I made it all right. Yeah. Yeah. I had to go get gas this morning too. And then the roads were fine. LA's so bizarre. The roads are fine. I'm driving into the office like, stopped to go get gas, got a delicious iced tea, right? Got some water, drove on in. The minute I got the gas and left, as I go to turn out the gas station, traffic is backed up now. In like 5 minutes, traffic conditions completely changed. And I was stuck in the car like, Dodger, I may be late. I just don't understand. It
didn't take you that long to get here, though. It was fine.
Well, yeah, because I was 2 blocks from the office. And so I'm like, it took the 2 blocks took 10 minutes. I could have walked that. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's crazy town.
It's LA.
Hey.
It's Los Angeles.
That's true. That's true.
Can I honk my clown nose, please? Please?
I don't know what that means, but for the internet, I'll allow it.
Okay.
It sounds like an internet thing.
Guys, Silksong is real, and we have a release date. I'm so excited. September 4th, we get to play it.
I'm excited for you. The trailer looked really cool. I'm more excited about what the devs said. So they were interviewed, I think, by Jason Schreier. I guess I'll give him credit for that. I don't really know. But basically, they said, sorry for the lack of communication. We didn't want to give you guys information and then not be able to deliver. Sorry that it took so long. We wanted to maintain a very small team because we saw all these other companies like expand and get bloated.
Balloon out.
We have the money. We didn't need to rush. The first game did so well that there was nothing about us at all that needed to hurry this. And then everything was handmade. So they're like, it was going to take a while. And then originally it was going to be a DLC, and then they loved it so much they made it a full game, and they say it's the biggest game they've ever made. And there's like multiple hub towns and quests, and also I'm like, okay,
it's apparently
so they
gigantic.
made like a solid follow-up.
Yeah,
so that's awesome. I love that.
Yes, I'm very excited as well. Yeah, I think the excuse about no communication at all is not a great excuse, but it's fine. It's out.
Yeah,
it's happening. I don't care anymore. It's fine.
It's one of those things where I think if it was any other company or game, there might be worry. But they said they were going to do it. They just were going to do it on their own timeline. And so I feel like people wanted it that much that, the only thing that I have is, will it deliver on what it promises? Which I guess we'll all see. Like, can it live up to the hype of multiple years of people being like, this is going to be the greatest thing ever made? don't know.
I mean, I think maybe if Hollow Knight had come out and never had any DLC, I would be like, that might have just been lightning in a bottle, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that there was multiple DLC for Hollow Knight and it was all good and it all still suited the vibe, I feel like anybody who wanted Silksong to basically be more of Hollow Knight, except from a different perspective with a different character, I feel like that's exactly what we're getting based on the trailer. So I'm delighted.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see. Like, here's what I'll say: we've had a lot of conversations, especially over on my streams and stuff, about like games of the year and what could be game of the year this year, because there is a lot of games, and everyone in my chat, just because I think I'm more RPG focused, everyone in my chat has kind of that like, it's going to be Expedition 33. This is what's going to be. But a reminder, pulling it up here, Blueprints came out this year and is eligible. What? Donkey Kong came out this year and is eligible. Split Fiction came out this year and is eligible. Even though it came out last year, it's still eligible for this year. Indiana Jones and a new DLC is coming as well, right? And then we also just we have, and those are the games that are like the top rated ones. We're not talking about like the ones in the 80s, which are like, Deliverance. Like there's so many games that came out. There's now Silksong, which is arguably one of the biggest drops ever.
Yeah.
And a few others before the end of the year. Like, I don't know. This is going to be a stacked year this has the same vibe as 2 years ago, where there were so many great games, but then also just Baldur's Gate 3 came out. And so it was like, it took over the internet. Yeah. And they're like, no, this wins. This year, yeah, I wonder if there was a lot of great games, but then they drop, a Silksong, and it's like, well, sorry. Silksong's all people care about. You had a great year. We love you, but Silksong.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what's going to be.
The 1.0 drop of Hades 2 is probably going to be later this year as well. You just don't know, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of great games. So, yeah, we'll see. I think people forgot like how influential Blueprints was as a game, especially in, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. There's definitely, and I feel like we talk about this every year, but I can't remember the name for it, but there's definitely that effect of like, I can't quite remember how invested everybody was in this thing, or I can't quite remember how much I was invested in that thing because I'm out of it now, right? When you're like really into something and then you surface and you can't quite capture the feeling again of like, how into that was I exactly though,
Yeah. Also, I just remembered Ghosts of Yote comes out as well. So that's going to be huge. Just looking in chat, all the games that are still to come this year. Again, it's only August. So there's so much that's going to come out between now and December, or at least November when voting starts, that like, it's going to be an interesting year.
Yeah. As far as the general public is concerned, I think we typically see more interest and investment in voting for more recent games because they are in our consciousness, right? In our like present awareness. But you're right. I mean, Expedition 33 came out. People could not stop talking about how beautiful that game was and how like effective it was as a game.
Hell, I mean, like the indie category alone, like, yes, absolutely. You could say Silksong or Blueprints, whatever, but games like Peak, which are so simple, yet if Among Us can win, right? Surely Peak could win. Like, the indie category alone is crazy. And so you would have to imagine whatever won the indie of the year would be in the game of the year.
Right.
Now I don't think Peak's going to win, but I definitely think it's going to be nominated for things. Like, it's going to be an interesting year for nominations because a lot of games you think should be, won't, simply because there's so many amazing games.
Yeah.
And as a player, fine with that. if I was a game dev, right? You know, like I think Monster Prom 4 should be nominated for indie darling.
I'm so shocked.
Yeah, so shocked. I guess you can't have an orgy ending. Okay, fine, Jeff.
Boo.
But like, yeah,
Hates art. Can't believe it.
Yeah, maybe can we get in one of those categories where it's like games for a generation? You know, like one of those categories. Can we do that?
Yeah,
like, yeah. Games for a generation sucks. What a stupid category. Don't even know what it means. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious where things are gonna land. Death Stranding 2 came out.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
And that was one of those ones that everyone played for exactly 1 week and then no one played anymore. But that's kind of the Death Stranding vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not games for impact or games for change. Those are like real categories. I'm talking about the trash ones. Like generational gaming. You're like, what does that mean? Who's that for? What is that?
You normally do like a goofy award show thing, don't you?
I do. Yes. My award show is great. Every year I do an award show, and every year we have categories like best use of jiggle physics.
Yep.
We have one award where every year we give it to source filmmaker Overwatch porn as the winner. But this year it may be Marvel Rivals porn. We don't know. Could it be dethroned? Who knows? Yeah.
That's so fair. Yeah.
Yeah. Award shows. You can make up you can make up anything you want. It's great.
Yeah, that's why I was just thinking to myself, like, it should just have a category that's like best kissing game. Like, Monster Prom could be on there.
Kissing game? What would that be? What would a kissing game be?
A date people game, Monster Prom game, or date everything, or bless you.
Thank you.
a game where you smooch people.
Sure.
No, I would not call it a gooner game. No, I would not.
No,
that word has been so overused that I want to throw it in the garbage.
Oh, especially in the last 24 hours. Holy crap. If you're not in the Final Fantasy XIV world, let me tell you, I've seen that word so many times, it's out of control.
Dude.
Catching everyone up on what's going on. Apparently, a mod for Final Fantasy XIV, which was used by a lot of people to see other people's mods, basically, was recently taken down for all sorts of different reasons that I don't have the answers to because I'm not in that space and it's not on my radar. I'm just catching up on like what's going on. But it was this mod that in theory is, other people have mods and they change their character in the game. I can now see that. In reality, right. I think a lot of people were using it for like, the clubs and RP and the goon. And so they were, doing all of that. I guess they're really mad that they can't do that anymore. Here's the only take I have on it because it's the only one that really truly matters. If you've played MMOs long enough, and I have for over half my life, mods come, mods go, another mod will appear. It doesn't like the investment people have in this one specific thing. They've taken to going to the I think it's Steam, the Final Fantasy XIV Steam page and review bombing it. But all the reviews like, you destroyed this mod. And I'm like, all right, well, that's ridiculous. I get it being upset. It's a thing you like, but also that's ridiculous. Yeah, mods come, mods go, and your erotic roleplay will never cease. You'll find a way.
It's true. Guys, no one can take ERP from you.
Yeah, you'll find a way.
It's all right.
Yeah, just because you can't see the big-titted goth bunny girl doesn't mean the big-titty goth bunny girl. Both? The big-titty both isn't there. That's a bunny girl goth. Yeah.
A bunny girl goth, exactly.
A both, yeah.
I love a both.
Yeah, now when you think of Star Wars, like many Bothan spies died for this. Yeah, well, now you know. Goth bunny girls died to save the rebellion.
They died for the rebellion, exactly.
Yeah, that's you'll be fine. You'll be fine, internet.
Mm-hmm.
You enjoy in the many different ways. Actually, I don't think it takes away your ability to mod stuff. You just can't actively see things that other people are doing right now. I think. But also, I don't know. I've never used a mod outside of the ones that like you had to use in WoW back in the day that were like, I need deadly boss mods or else it won't say like, run away, little girl, and I won't know when to run away.
Right.
No.
I've never used a mod in an MMO. I've played with people that use like damage mods.
Yeah.
Nothing beyond that, really. Just like stuff to help with effectiveness in fighting. And that's pretty much it.
Sure. I eventually, towards the end of my time playing WoW, I had exactly 4 mods. Deadly boss mods, 2 map mods that allowed me to know when things spawned and know where treasures are, and one that was literally like a timer for rare mounts, like rare things to drop. That's where I was. Everyone's like, don't you have this thing for your shaman? You have to have this mod. It tells you what to press next. I was like, I just don't care. If I'm not putting out optimal damage, I just don't care. Like I'm done caring about. So when I went to 14, the fact that they were like, yeah, the community doesn't use a lot of mods. I didn't even look into them. I never will. I could care less if so I was playing, I was doing a fight the other day and chat was watching me and this guy was like, he's not even pressing the right, like the right optimal buttons. I was like, if you think I care about this when I don't even remember this fight and I'm just trying to survive, I'm in full panic mode. I'm not in optimal gameplay mode. I am trying to live. And if I press a button, I'm just happy I pressed a button that attacked. Like, I'm like, no. I just am trying to, there's a giant plant man trying to murder me. I don't remember where I'm supposed to be standing. So that's where my brain is, not like, all right, well, you know what? I gotta press 1, then 3, then 6. Like, no. I'm like, spam, just go, just live, Jesse, just live. That's where I'm at.
Everything.
Yeah.
Ever since
I don't care.
Yeah, ever since my Razor Naga died, and I kept thinking to myself, like, I need to get a new one because I cannot play this game without an MMO mouse. I've slowly just adapted to clicking pretty much everything. Like, there are specific things that I will press the number button for, and everything else I just click. And it's fine, you know? At the end of it's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm fine with people being like, did you just click that? I'm like, yeah. Like, I'm gonna let you know, my hand was over on this side of the keyboard, but my mouse was closer to where that thing was. So my brain said mouse. I could have moved this hand over here and pressed the button. True. But I was also moving my character and I didn't want, like, it's fine. I'll click sometimes. I don't like, in WoW, that was the thing. In WoW, people hate when you click. Oh my God. Which, the fact that there's a 1 button thing now, where you can just play your character with 1 button, great. I'd do that in a heartbeat. I don't give a damn. I would accept that and adopt that immediately. And they're like, yeah, but you do less overall DPS. Like, okay. Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Free your mind, man. Free your mind from the shackles of DPS counters, man. You don't need to live that life, man.
I'm not nearly sweaty enough.
Yeah.
To be shamed about how I play a game. It's just so silly.
Yeah. There was definitely a time period where I was like, I have to be good. My guild depends on it. And now
you were like, you were a guild raider and all of that. It's different.
Mm-hmm.
You were like in the trenches doing the dang thing.
Oh, we were just to show you how in the trenches we were, but also how brutal it was. Yeah. I'll never forget the moment when WoW introduced 10-man raids, and my raid that was the number 1 on the server, my guild that was the number 1 on the server, split up because the top players didn't want to carry people anymore. And so this group of 10 people ditched and made their own guild with only 10 players so they could do 10-man raids. And then when WoW said the best content still drops in the 25-man raids, they all were like, hey guys, do you want to come back? We were like, no. So the guild just died.
Good.
And yeah, so I literally moved servers because it was so messed up. And that's how I ended up. That was like post Cataclysm, and I ended up on Azara. So like I was just, no, I'm done. Yeah. And then when I joined that guild, that's when I hit my like, I don't care phase. I'd been a healer for like 10 years and was like, now I'm going to be an enhancement shaman and punch things. And they're like, you're useless to us. It's like, great. Get me in when you can get me in.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll be in the second group that does it later. I'm fine. I don't need to spend 5 nights a week raiding just to learn a fight. You can carry me. It's cool. I don't have no ego here.
I love that. My cousin Thierry, who I play 14 with every week, she was a guild leader and now is just like goes into fights like, all right, well, gonna do my best. It's just, it feels all of my friends who like were really intense about it and aren't anymore, they feel so free. Just like enjoying the game.
Yes, it is freeing.
Not that you can't enjoy the game when you're like really invested in it and really trying your best and stuff. Of course you can, but like not feeling like you have to.
Yeah, I also think it has to do with the raid environment you were in. Like there are many guilds that I'm sure are very positive. Every raid guild I've been in, someone has been the purposeful asshole. Like in the last guild that I was in for like the last, however many years I played WoW, everyone was very nice, but the guild leader was purposefully like mean in raids to get you to do stuff. He was like Gordon Ramsaying you. When we're out of raids, totally fine. Normal dude, very cool. In raids, Gordon Ramsaying like, you donkey! Would yell at you. And that was one type of toxic. Then in the first like world first guild I was in, the guy leading the guild was essentially every time there was a new girl in the guild, she would just start getting gear like crazy. And we're like, what is happening here? Yeah, we did have a DKP system, and then we got rid of it because he just kept giving, like at one point he kept giving, this is a real thing, and I'll never forget this to the day I die. Early on in vanilla WoW. Yeah. You had different gear that people would collect, and then they would I can't remember what it was called, like they would infuse or mod or whatever. You'd give your gear some different buffs. Well, this guild leader, I think we're in one of the big raids. I want to say I was about to say Negrand, but that's a zone. Nax Ramis. We're in that big floating citadel thing. Enchant, thank you, chat. And so he kept giving his girlfriend at the time these priest gloves. And we're like, why do you keep giving her the same priest gloves? He's like, oh, well, one is for her battle enchant. One is for her like foraging enchant. One is for her crafting enchant. And we're like, what? What do you mean? And he kept giving her gear so that she could enchant things on it and have the same gear, but it caused so much drama. It was crazy. But because we were the number one guild,
I assume other people needed that gear.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Yes. And so it was one of those things where we were like, dude, you can't just like, come on, man. So then we thought that was done, but then like, a new girl would join and then he'd be like, hey guys, this is my new girlfriend. We're like,
oh no.
What? Yeah. Which is why I think it's so funny that my favorite BlizzCon memory is also being in the bathroom, the men's room, and a guy crying because he's like, my guild leader stole my girlfriend.
Not at BlizzCon, man.
At BlizzCon.
Not at BlizzCon.
In the bathroom. Like that man went to BlizzCon and his guild leader at BlizzCon took his girlfriend. Crazy. I'll never forget that. Like that kind of stuff is what I think about when I think about early World of Warcraft. Like vanilla WoW in like the dark times where it was everyone's idealized version of the game, but also it was pure insanity if you were there.
Yeah.
And that's how, So escaping that and going into being in our FC where I just run around, I do things, and I'm like, hey guys, I can't get this one green demi-atma to drop. Does anyone want to spend the next 3 hours just in this zone farming fates? And like 2 people will be like, yeah, okay. And then I just do that.
Always down. It's great.
I'm like,
yeah.
Cool. All right. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's no like, guys, every Monday through Friday, we are going to be learning this fight. I'm like, no. I'll wait 2 expansions and do it on easy mode. I don't have that in me. I'll come back to this later.
Yeah. I mean, like, Tyrion and I still have not finished just like the main base Dawn Trail stuff. We're so close, but we still haven't quite made it there. And so every fight that we go into, we're able to just be like, hey, does anybody want to do this fight? And it's old. It's old for everyone else. So they're like, yeah, it'll take like 2 minutes, you know? Yeah. I think if you're doing stuff like way after the fact, after it's already come out, and you have people that generally are going to just like let you experience the story and let you try the bosses without giving you tips right away. And, you know, it's fun. It's a lot simpler. It's really fun.
Yeah. I realize that I'm only really concerned with story stuff in games now these days. And so, yeah, I'm living vicariously, like I was saying, through Crendor and other people when it comes to WoW, where I'm like, I don't care about the gameplay mechanics. I don't want to do the grinds and things, like, but I will tune in every once in a while and be like, yo, what's going on? What's going on over there?
You guys
and I'll be like, okay, that's nice. And then I will be constantly reminded of just how sometimes things are just too toxic on the internet. Like, if you have an opinion, I was like, yeah, that new trailer was kind of boring, but like it looked nice. Half the people responding were like, that was the worst looking trailer I've ever seen. You're so stupid. You're kissing so much ass. And the other half of the people was like, what do you mean it was all right? That was brilliant. That was one of the best. I'm like,
everything has to be so extreme now.
It's like, it was all right. It was fine. It was okay. Like, it's whatever.
It's fine for things to be fine.
Yeah.
And
like,
fine doesn't mean bad.
Me, but yeah, I can acknowledge it looked nice. And like, no, it didn't. I'm like, oh,
okay. I guess it was horrific. My bad. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
A friend of mine was he would say that he was fully like addicted to WoW.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like his real life outside of WoW that finally saved him from it, because he kept quitting, and then he'd come back and play it again, and then he would quit and he'd come back and play it again. And he was like, I could so easily be doing really well at my job. I could like get my own place, like, but the thing keeping me from doing that is WoW, because I've been playing it for so long, and it's sunk cost fallacy at this point. And he eventually finally like quit.
I think that's like all MMOs. I bet we can find the example of like the 14 guy who's like that.
That's true.
Yeah, I think it's just anything that's a time sink. Streaming. The amount of streamers I know who spend their time doing this and ignore the rest of their life's responsibilities is out of control. Because it's like, I like doing this. I have so much fun doing this. It feeds me the interaction I need with people, and I get that dopamine and all that stuff. And then the minute the stream goes down, they're like, oh man, I gotta go like wash my car. Well, I can do that tomorrow. Like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It just keeps snowballing. Yeah, I get it. Like, I think everyone has that with something. I'm sure there's like, there's an example of like the pothead.
Also different personality types as well, right? If you're the sort of person to get like zoned in, addicted to stuff.
Yeah, like the stock market bro. I'm sure in everything there's that addicted personality of like, I like this. It makes me feel good. What if I ignore everything else?
Yeah.
And I think everyone has a little bit of that too. Like, I definitely have had that. There was a part of my life where I played WoW all day.
Yeah.
Like, that's all. There was 1 year in college, God help me. I don't know how I passed any of those classes. I honest to God, made it so one semester, all my classes were in one day on a Friday.
So that
I
you
had
could
nothing else I had to do. So I'd go to those classes, and then No, it was a Saturday. I took Saturday classes at my school because they were longer. Because it was one day and they'd be a 3-hour class. And then I put all the classes in one day for one semester and did it on a Saturday. And so I had Sunday through Friday to just play WoW. And that's all I did.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't in the dorms anymore. I was just in an apartment. That's all I did. I was like, yeah, this is the way to live.
At the time,
Yeah.
It made sense to you at the time to do that.
Yeah, I think that was like at the height of Wrath. Like maybe when Wrath was just coming out. So that's when like WoW was the thing. It was the greatest thing that ever existed right then. And Wrath coming out, like I was like, this is how I live, dude. My fridge, I remember at the time, was like waters and Mountain Dew.
Yep.
Nothing else.
Oh my God.
I would. There was a Wendy's across the street. So I just go over to Wendy's and I'd get 2 chicken wraps and come back and just play. And that's all, like, looking back, I'm like, brother, what were you thinking? Clearly I enjoyed, but also that was roughly 6 months of my life where I did nothing but World of Warcraft. In fact, I would say from about 2004 to 2010, I didn't play any other games. None. And so there's a dearth of things I clearly missed out on. And that's what happens when you get invested in MMO. It's like this community, this is important. These people.
It's like your second life. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
but it wasn't even like, I am Mojo Maker. And it was like, no. I just have responsibilities. I'm a healer. I have to be there, dude. Or else they're going to die.
People
they need
relying on me. Yeah.
No, they didn't. If I stopped, they just find someone else. But I was like, no, I'm so important. It's like, no.
If it makes you feel better, I also went through a long period of time where I basically only had water, Mountain Dew, and Top Ramen. Also in my college years. So I think,
I will say, there's a very funny, and again, it could be just inflation, the way things are in the world, but 2 episodes ago on South Park, the episode was about like getting your nut, and Mr. Mackey was trying to get his nut, and he, the more he's like, I need money, I'm in debt, I need money, I got to get my nut. And then there's a goof later on.
Hold on. Does that mean something? Is that a thing to say?
It is on South Park. I guess it's I don't know. Maybe it's a kid thing where he's like, gotta get my nut. Basically, it's justifying doing terrible things to make money. Like, I don't care if I have to lie or cheat or whatever. I'm going to get my money. So, in the episode later on, he's now making $10,000 a month, but his expenses are now $12,000 a month. He's like, how is that even possible, right? And I think about that, about like, when I was in college, I was getting $600 a month. That paid for rent and all my food and getting around.
Yes.
And I was like, I am living the life. I have $600 a month, dude. I am a king. I don't know what changed, but now I'm like, I miss those days where I felt like I was invincible and I could do anything on $600 a month. Now I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's like, it could be inflation. It could, like, I get it, but also I think my needs were so few that I didn't, 600 was a lot. It's like when you're a kid and you get $5 and you're like, yeah, because your needs are so few. You don't have to spend it on, like, I wasn't paying crazy bills. I didn't have real big expenses. All I had was my computer, some clothes, my bed, and I go to class, I come back, and that's what I did.
I think there are a lot of variables there for sure. And definitely one of them is just like the world is different now.
Sure.
But also like you're an adult who has gotten into different spending habits, right?
Sure.
When I
Oh,
think
yeah.
about the sort of things that I for sure wanted to buy, but didn't have the money for, so I didn't even consider it, you know? Whereas I can consider it now. And also, the like buyers, like consumerism landscape is totally different now too. It's like when we were younger and like living on our own for the first time, we didn't constantly have stuff being like, get on this app, buy 8,000 things, you know?
Yes. Yeah.
It's just, there's a lot that's different now.
I think you're absolutely correct. And the way I'm looking at it is deceptive because in my mind, when I think, yeah, but that was 2004. That wasn't that long ago. That was 2004.
20 years difference.
It's 20 years.
For you and the world at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
And both things have changed.
But in my mind, I'm like, but it has 2000 in front of it. That's not long. That's now.
Yeah.
And so, you understood. Yeah, I get it. But it's just like a weird thing to think. You know what? Now I completely get why 80-year-olds are like, I don't understand why kids can't simply make ends meet. In my day, for 2 dimes and a nickel, you could get 15 hot dogs. Those would last me a month. Like now, yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, you know, people just get into like worse and worse spending habits the more money they have.
Sure.
That's not universal, but
yeah,
that definitely winds up
that was the goof of South Park. That's what it was like. Yeah, now you're making 10,000 a month and your expenses are 12,000.
Right.
Like, how is that even possible? Yeah, that's roughly it.
Yeah.
What I just give an example of how old sometimes I realize I am. I went to, so I did another episode of Tell Me About where I learned about Wplace, which if you don't know is like a
the like world map art
where people draw on it. Yeah.
Yes.
And it's like a former Reddit thing, but now it's like, anyway, I went to Wplace, looking around the world, and in my mind, I'm like, yo, I'm going to New Zealand. I want to go see all the Hobbit art on New Zealand. It's all Undertale. There's like not a Hobbit to be found. And I was like, why aren't there Hobbits? Surely New Zealand would be filled with Hobbits. And then I was like, oh no, that's media that was popular 25 years ago. I was like, oh, okay, cool, yeah.
Yeah, there's been a lot of discourse online because people will try to choose a place to do something specific and it'll always eventually turn into Deltarune art or like
Deltarune, yeah, that's it.
You know, just something adjacent. People like, just go over there, leave this alone.
Yeah, it has a very specific, when I was looking around, I was like, oh yeah, no, there's definitely a generational usage here.
Yes.
It definitely, a lot of it, every once in a while you'll see a thing. They're like, oh, yeah, okay, I know what that is. But most of it is very clearly just characters from Deltarune I've never seen before.
Yeah.
Everywhere. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh.
Cool. Yeah.
Neat.
A lot of it. So much.
Mm-hmm.
Which I imagine if this was 15 years ago, it'd be Homestuck.
Yeah.
That's the audience I think that's using this.
Bro, Homestuck's come back around now. I don't know what to make of that. Because they're making a cartoon now.
Cool. If Octo's not in that cartoon, trash cartoon. That man single-handedly
wants to be in. I don't think he wants to be in it.
He has to be.
Against his will?
Against his will. Lock him in the voice booth. Make him do it.
Yep. Oh my goodness. Hey man, how's the news looking?
Well, we've got news. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're aware Gamescom is happening, and we got a lot of trailers and a lot of premieres. More Indiana Jones is coming. More Fallout's coming. More Warhammer's coming. More Silent Hill's coming. More Resident Evil's coming. And more Black Myth is coming. Not Wukong this time. It is a different story that I have no concept of. So when I saw the trailer, I was like, what? But upon research, I was like, oh, that should be fun. But it was definitely geared more toward Chinese audience because it's not one of those stories that I think a lot of Westerners are aware of. So interesting stuff. More Bloodlines as well, but we'll get to that later. Oh boy, we'll get to that. Silksong, it's a thing. It's coming September 4th, as Dodger said. Switch,
Yay!
PlayStation, Xbox, PC. Trailer looked amazing. Here's hoping the game is too. I want everyone who has been waiting for that to be so happy. I'll pick it up when it's on sale eventually. In not so amazing news, PlayStation. Speaking of inflation, oh boy, look at us. PlayStation has increased the prices of PS5 Pros to $750 with the basic model at $550. For reasons that certainly not political reasons. So anyway, that's happening. We'll leave it at that. Also, Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
Mm-hmm.
The Vampire Masquerade game is coming. It's been forever. It had one dev team and then got another dev team and was potentially lost to time, but now it's here. And in the most supreme, if you thought vampires were, I don't know, socialist, if you thought that was a thing, socialist vampires is not a thing. Hyper-capitalist vampires exist. And the reason I know this is because 2 clans are currently locked behind day 1 DLC. That's right. The base game's $60. But if you want to play all the clans, the Toreador and La Sombra clans, those are part of the Shadows and Silk DLC priced at $90.
Whoa.
Yeah.
90?
Yes. So there's the base game, which is 60. Then there's another, like a premium game, which is 70. But if you want the other factions, $90. So if you want to be, so I guess there are 6 factions you can be at launch, with 2 you can get with DLC, and that's $90 if you want to play it all. So that is
okay. So it's not $60 and then $90 on top of that. It's 90 for everything.
No. The DLC, the full game, the super game is $90.
Okay. The super game. Okay.
Yeah. The super game.
Okay. Got it.
So that's no, and it's not, you're not paying 60 plus 90. No. It's 60 or 90.
Okay.
90 still a lot.
Still a lot, but yeah.
I've heard online from various people who have played it. They're like, oh, it's good. It's fun. Is it $90 fun? I don't know about that. My question is, how sexy are the vampires? And can you sexy the vampires? Very important. That determines whether $90 is in fact worth it or not. But still no. And then, in kind of cute news, the Pokemon Company announced that they are having Pokemon XP, a new convention that coincides with the championships in San Francisco in 2026. Pokemon XP will be held at the Moscone Center in San Francisco, Friday, August 28th through Sunday, August 30th, 2026. Tickets for the event go on sale this September. And the championships will have, I guess, basically from what I can tell, the championships had like pop-ups that would appear around them. And now they're just making it all official. And so it's going to be like a little convention that everyone can go to if you're into Pokemon. And I know many people are. So that could be super fun for a lot of people to go hang out and do stuff. And go not only see the championships, but also do a Pokemon like... Because, they're making a Pokemon World. So all those things will be at this event. So there'll be like a Pokemart. And they'll be like, oh, you can go see the cosplayers doing it'll be very cute. I'm sure people will enjoy if Pokemon is your jam.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. And that's pretty much the news. It's been a lot of Gamescom stuff this week. A lot of reveals and things. I
saw you poke me about Rusty Lake.
Yeah. We got a new Rusty Lake was announced. Very excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
Big fan of Rusty Lake. Also, I must stress, one day you and I should do this.
Yeah.
It's been sitting in my inbox for literally, I'm going to say a year.
Okay.
And I haven't had the chance to do anything with it because I just really, really want to play this with you.
Okay, what is
it? It is called Rusty Lake Untold. And it is I would be the DM and you would be playing a Rusty Lake game, but like D&D-ish style.
Okay.
Doing escape rooms trying to get out.
That sounds fun.
They have maps. They have guides for what everything's on the map. Oh, it's so good. And I just haven't had a chance to play it. And I would love to play that with you. Yeah, Rusty Lake Untold.
Let's do a Rusty Lake TTRPG. That sounds so fun.
So that is on the list of things that would be fun to do.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, man. Hey, what have you got going on this week?
Monday, not only am I doing more No Man's Sky with Sam, but also a brand new episode of Tell Me About is coming out with Kibitz about factory games, Factorio, things like that, Satisfactory. A lot of games I've never heard of before that seem pretty awesome. I'm learning about those and why people love to play them. Then on Wednesday, I think you and I are going to do an early Geekenders because I'm off to Seattle on Friday, well, actually Thursday, in order to do panel hosting for PAX on Friday. And I got a bunch of stuff I got to do. But the first one, of course, is the big Yoshi P panel that I'm hosting. So
yes, that'll be so cool, man. I'm very happy for you.
Yeah, and then Sunday, hilariously, I get back Saturday, and then all day Saturday we're doing Chilluminati stuff live here in LA. So if you are in LA and you want to hang out, Chilluminati's got you. We're also doing a call-in show, so that should be fun. And then
cute.
And then on Sunday, I'm headed down to Anime Impulse with the sole purpose of finding all the elf men from Final Fantasy XIV are going to be there.
Okay.
Estinian, Harsh Font, and our good boy Alphino. And I'm going to get all of them to sign this shield. So help me God.
I saw you tweet about that.
I'm bringing it. I'm finding them. So that's my week.
Oh my gosh. So you're gonna just like carry that around with you?
Oh yeah, no, I'm putting in the car. I'm driving down to Orange County. I'm going to pull up, walk in with the shield and silver pen, find them, make them sign it, tell them I love them, and go home. That's my plan.
Perfect.
Solid plan.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Man, that'll be so cool. Okay. Well, I'm not around tomorrow, but the next day, Sunday, I'm debuting my new VTuber model.
I heard.
Yeah, Big Mushy is real and happening. I've got some really fun stuff planned for that. Doing a little subathon with it as well. So,
do you have any any cool things happening with that? Like any kind of like cool things?
Do I have any cool things happening with that?
Like, do you have any it sounds like if you're gonna do a reveal, you'd have a lot of really fun things associated with that reveal.
I do have some fun things associated with that reveal. Nothing that I think I want to say.
Okay,
yet.
good. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, that's all right.
Trying to gauge if we're talking about the same thing.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I don't know.
But yeah, if you're into like VTuber culture and stuff, and you think it would be fun to be at a debut, come hang out on Sunday. It'll be Sunday night, 9 p.m. BST is when I'm starting. Because on the exact same day is a huge family get together at the farm. So it all timed out perfectly, really.
I love that at that family get together, people are going to be like, so wait, what are you doing today?
Dude, nothing. I'm not doing anything. But yes. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Doing more No Man's Sky on Tuesday with Bango. And yeah, an early Geekenders on Wednesday. So
Lovely.
Very excited. Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for watching Geekenders. If you enjoyed this and you want to watch other Geekenderses, you can find them on youtube.com/Jessie Cox. We're also on the podcasty sites. Have an amazing weekend and week. We will see you on Wednesday. Take care of yourselves. And bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for the Geekenders podcast. MegaRan, Jesse and Dodger, what up? Let's go. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow and see what the Geekenders are all about. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt. Yo, another end of another long week. Got a job and a kid, I know that you all beat. So take a second, grab a drink and vibe while we catch you up in just a matter of time. On gaming, comics, whatever you're doing. If you're nerdy like us, then you know you should tune in. Thank you for sharing our world with us. Now follow, subscribe, and turn this up. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, scream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt.